Good evening, guys. Happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. Well, guys, I am gonna go and get in the shower actually right now and get to bed because it is a little late and I gotta get to the grocery stores tomorrow. But I'm so happy that I've had my grocery list pretty much done. The only thing I need to remember to add to the grocery list is to add meatballs. I cannot forget that because I was gonna do that this week, probably twice like I did last week. It worked out really well. We ended up doing meatball sandwiches one day, and then the next day we just did the leftover meatballs in pasta, and it was like very convenient. And I have a plan of getting brat like sandwiches, you know, like the buns, like not the whole sandwich but like the buns, because Jewel has a sale where you have to buy 2 of them. But we'll probably just grill on Father's Day, even though we celebrated Father's Day technically like 2 weeks ago, I think it was. We did it combined, my dad's birthday and Father's Day, so we weren't really like formally celebrating Father's Day, but my mom's like, it might still be nice to just like grill out and like that kind of stuff on Sunday. And so I was like, okay, we can do that. But you know, so I had a plan of doing that anyway. Like if we hadn't, I probably would have planned one day this week. The trouble is right now with football, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, Jack and my dad have football practice. So it's like very difficult to do even dinner in the evening because they leave so early. Like Monday, I think they left at like 3 o'clock. Then the other days it was like around 4-ish or so, or 4 something. I think like they had to do more setup type stuff earlier, like on Monday when it was like the first day. And then I think Tuesday they left a little bit later, and then Wednesday they left later than that. So like I said, it might be, I think it doesn't start until 5 o'clock maybe, or something around there. But like I said, they've been leaving at kind of weird hours depending on what time they have to like set stuff up. So like Monday especially too, my dad's like, oh, don't plan on making anything. And then Tuesday I normally don't cook anyway because it's normally his and my mom's date night, but obviously they're not doing it because Tuesday's my dad's gone. And then on Wednesday I was like, well, I'm assuming this is going to be like Monday, and like they don't get home until 9 o'clock and they don't leave, they like leave at like 3 almost. So I'm like, but Wednesday they left later. So I was thinking it was going to be the same as Monday, and it wasn't. And so yeah, I did cook on Wednesday though. But I can probably do it. My plan is to cook dinner then earlier, like have it ready at like around 3-ish or 4 or something like that. Maybe start making it at 3 so it's ready by 4. But it honestly might need to be crock pot dinner so that if they don't finish, it's still like I can leave it on keep warm until they get home or whatever. But it's also, it's just really weird like when they eat and stuff like that. So anyways, I can't do any grilling though, or plan for grilling anything on either of those 3 days because my dad's not here to do it. Normally he grills, and they're also not here to eat it if we end up grilling later. So I realized that that's probably not possible. So I was like, well, we can do what I was probably planning on doing one of the days this week on like Sunday. So anyways, this is back to the point that Jewel has got their brats, like buns, like, you know, hot dog bun type stuff on sale this week for, like, it was a pretty good deal, but you have to buy 2 of them. So I was like, okay, well, I'll get 2 of them, but what will I do with the other package? I was like, we actually have a thing of, I think, hamburger buns in the freezer. I was like, and honestly, I don't like freezing like buns and bread and stuff like that. Like, I like to find some way to use it up. Like if it's like, oh, we'll do grilled cheese, or we'll do, you know, again, to find different ways to like hamburgers, brats, you know, meatball sandwiches, which was my plan. Because like I said, if that was what I was going to do, we'll use the one package for brats, we'll use the other package for the, what's it called, for the meatball sandwiches, and then we have pasta, so we can just do that the next day. And I was like, that's really convenient, because the bread is obviously not very shelf stable, so it won't last like all that long, like into like next week, like late next week or something like that. So I had to kind of figure something out for most likely this week, and that was kind of my plan. So anyways, that's to say, I don't want to forget the meatballs, because that would be very unfortunate if I forget to add that to the list. Because I finished making the list, put my computer down, and then was like, okay, I'm gonna go and take a shower. And then I was like, oh, meatballs, I have to remember meatballs. So now I need to go and finish adding that. But that is the plan, to do meatball sandwiches one day and the pasta another day. And like I said, that would probably work out maybe like Wednesday and Thursday, because the meatball sandwiches on Wednesday will probably work out for, you know, like I said, well, they have football practice and stuff like that. But I'd have to figure out something for Monday that, like I said, will work out. Also, too, because it's been so hot, like 80s, 90 degrees and stuff like that, turning the oven on is not ridiculous. Like, I used the oven today, but it's a little bit nicer not having it on and not having it heat up the house and make it extra hot and having to have the air conditioning work overtime to try and cool it back down and everything like that. Like, it just adds to the heat. So it would be nicer if we, you know, like, use some more crock pot meals and stuff like that. The trouble is that I haven't really been, I've been replenishing stuff kind of frequently. The other problem is that it's really difficult to go through the freezer outside because it's just so filled up. And like, I know that I have more stuff in there. I just know it's in the bottom of the freezer and I have to go through and try and dig it out. I kind of had it organized to where I had stuff in like little like bags of like, you know, so I could like put stuff in there and then be able to easily take it out and then put like the stuff back in. And it was working out really well, but it kind of got a little away from me, and I still feel like it could be a good means of organization, but I used the too big of bags. I should have used smaller bags, so I did get some, but I haven't re-gone through the freezer. So I need to probably do that in order to get it like reorganized and stuff like that. So anyways, that's to say that I know there is stuff out there, a lot more than what I've been able to get to, but I just haven't been able to get to it. So I need to maybe at some point, if we do have a day that's maybe going to be a little bit cooler, try and go out there, like move stuff out of the freezer, put it into like coolers, and then move the stuff back into the freezer and like reorganize it, and also take an inventory of like the stuff that I have as well. I did this with Jack last time and it went by very quickly. I feel like if I could maybe convince my dad and Jack to help me at some point, possibly either one day, maybe during the week, it could be really, really quick. Like, obviously we can't leave the stuff out of the freezer anyway, so we could get it moving really quick, like just have somebody take down inventory quick of everything, and then I can just kind of hopefully keep that more of an updated list as well. But as of right now, I'm just kind of going off the things that I know I have, and right now I know that we can get meatballs, and I know that I will have the what's it called, the like hot dog buns. And the other thing too is, guys, we should have one more package of brats. I ended up making a boo-boo and I went to, I think it was last weekend, we were gonna do brats, and I bought like a party pack size of them from Aldi, and I split it up. I think it had maybe like 12 brats in there, and I split it up into 3 bags of 4, and I was like, okay, this is perfect, because normally like my mom only eats 1, and then maybe Jack and my dad might have 1 or 2 or something like that, but sometimes they don't, depending on like what other stuff we have with it too. So I was like, that works out really well. And normally I think a pack is like either 5 or 6 or something like that, so I could have just split it in 2 possibly, but I was like, okay, it works. So we used 1 originally, I think, when I first got it. Then I went to go use the other one last week, and on, I think it was like, oh, let's grill on like Friday. I took it out of the freezer on Thursday, left it in the garage out of the freezer, forgot to bring it inside in the fridge to defrost overnight so we could grill. And then my dad goes, were you planning on cooking these? And I was like, yeah, did you get them out of the freezer? And he's like, no, they've been sitting on the workout machine. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I forgot to bring them inside. I remember, because I actually went out there for something else, brought that inside, but then was like reorganizing stuff and was like, oh, I should bring these in because I'll use them tomorrow, and like it makes sense to bring them inside right now while I'm already out here. But I completely forgot to bring them in. So I should have one more package and not have to go and buy another package. But I was like, honestly, it's summer, we're gonna be grilling a lot. I think they were on sale at least maybe last week or something like that, so I was like, we'll just do more of them. But yeah, that was completely my bad, and I completely forgot them outside, and then they ended up like going bad because it was like a whole 24 hours or more that they were sitting out in the heat in the garage. They were probably cooked by that point because it was like, you know, 90 degrees or whatever. Actually, I don't know if it was last week, but it was still hot and they were bad and needed to be thrown away. So yeah, I can't believe I did that, guys. But at least it wasn't like it was the whole package of 12 that I forgot out there. It was just a little package of 4 because I split them all up. But yeah, then we had to bring the other one in that was still in the freezer and cook that one. So, yeah, like I said, guys, I don't know. That's embarrassing. I can't believe I did that, but, completely forgot that and didn't get it, you know, like I said, brought in time. So, anyways, hopefully that doesn't happen again, and I need to remember to put meatballs on the list, and I will share with you guys tomorrow my Jewel haul, and it's actually kind of a smaller one, surprisingly, and like also for Father's Day, I thought there'd be a lot more like grilling type stuff. Like, nobody had watermelon on sale this week. Like, that's weird. Like, I think Aldi did, but the watermelon I got last week did not cut up yet. But melon normally, especially watermelon, are normally good for around a week or so. Like sort of, I don't want to say shelf stable, but like we'll leave it on the counter for a little bit longer than a week, and it's normally still fine. So they also have honeydew, I think, is on sale at Jewel, so we can get that and do honeydew and like what's it called, watermelon, what I already have. But like, I didn't see that on sale this week, which I thought was kind of weird, because like they didn't have a lot of like grilling sort of stuff. They had a couple deals, but like they're not deals that are much better, or deals that I haven't seen like on like stuff. They had like a buy one get one free on certain meat stuff, but they have that all the time, and it does not make it a good deal at Jewel, because their meat's normally pretty expensive anyway. Like, I'd probably get it cheaper at Aldi if it was like buy one get two free, maybe, but they have that on their ribs, and their ribs are normally still really expensive even with that, because they end up raising the prices normally when they have those kind of sales, specifically on meat. But I've noticed that like normally it'll be like $5.99 a pound or something like that, but then all of a sudden when they have those buy one get one, like or buy one get two free sales, which they have a lot of times at Jewel, it will end up being like $9.99 a pound, and I'm like, that's not the normal price. They just raised the price because of the sale, and they've done this for years, like back in like 2012, since I've been like couponing and stuff like that. They always used to do that. Of course, grocery prices were way cheaper back then, over 10 years ago, but they like, it's still not really even that great of a deal. If you can find them on sale per pound instead of like a buy one get two free or buy one get one free sales, stuff like that, normally it's actually a better deal. So anyways, I am going to, like I said, take a shower now and get to bed, but I will share with you guys my Jewel haul tomorrow. If you guys did enjoy today's vlog, then make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see y'all very sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.